Hey besties, this is the Weekly Chronicle, where we chronicle our journey through the books we've read, the shows we've watched, and the worlds we've spiraled into. I'm Tabatha.
And I'm Sharilyn. Grab a beverage and let's get booking with the besties.
Cheers!
What you drinking, bestie?
I am just drinking water, you know?
Dude, same. Hydrate or dihydrate.
Oh,
yes.
cheers again! Yes! Hydrated queens!
I have not been drinking enough water lately, so
Yeah.
this is a good move.
It's been a while, and as you can see, even though we said we weren't going to do a Weekly Chronicle for the rest of the year,
Surprise!
to all of us!
Yay! Yeah, this was too super surprise, totally unplanned. We were gonna do something else, and we weren't ready to do it, so
Here you go!
bonus! We love a good bonus. It's our Christmas special!
Dun dun dun! Except nothing we read
Nothing about this
Christmassy
is Christmas.
at all.
It's literally just the fact that it's, you know, the bonus December episode.
It's a gift.
It's
Our gift,
a gift to you.
Hope you like it. So I think we arranged this a little bit different this time too.
Okay.
Just because there's something we did. We did something.
We did a lot of things.
We did a lot of things. But
I'm
we
not
did
sure what she's talking about.
We did something in particular, and that is, let's just read the first Dungeon Crawler Carl book. In fact, we even had it on our 26 and 26 list and then completely forgot it when we did our December TBR and also put it on there.
Yeah. So
We did read it.
Got ahead for once.
We both read we read 4 collectively, right?
Yes, I'm halfway through book number 5 now.
And I'm about halfway through book number 6.
Woo,
So
let's
here we
go.
go. We like it. Yeah.
We like it. We love it.
We want some more of it.
It's so good.
I have in fact bought merch. I do have a sweatshirt, but I also
Same.
bought bookmarks. So I did.
There's so many in there.
I do have a number of them in here. So I got a Princess Donut one,
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
and it says, "Too late, I picked it."
Cute. That is so yes.
It's so cute.
Oh.
And then I got 2 because I had to get one for Bestie. I got 2 Mongo No.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, yay!
Because I was like, okay, Sharilyn has to have this.
That is so cute.
So-
Mongo, no! Carl, you don't know what it's like to be a mother. Oh my gosh, so many good lines. So much fun reading this series, listening to it. That's
fun.
incredible.
Never
opened the book before.
We're doing audio, so we haven't seen the physical book yet. But I don't know if they all have different ones. I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
We're missing out.
Oh. I mean.
Oh yeah, I have been following along with the ebook some here and there, and I have seen the little headers, but I didn't even think about it.
It's not on all of them. It's on some of them.
Yes.
Okay. Neat.
Okay.
That's fun. Well, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I am obsessed.
Yeah.
I've been listening to it with my husband. We started on a road trip and then listened through vacation, so we got to listen to 4.5 of them, just like bam, 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 bam. And yeah, I think he loves it more than I do.
Oh, I
Which
love that.
makes me so happy. We've had the best time. Like, we were on vacation, and he was the one who was like, hey, listen to the book. And I was like, yes, I got a good one.
You're like, this is peak.
Like, yes, this is everything. So, yeah, we've been having the best time. It's just
so good.
So much good. It's hilarious, but also I love the way that, like, he interweaves in just, like, the reality of the situation and the way Carl faces it. Like, yes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
There are just so many elements. So if you somehow don't know what this is, we start with a dude who has to rescue his cat out of she jumps out of the window and the world is ending. And they get chucked into a dungeon. Yeah. And it's crazy. They have to basically, their goal is to get through to level 18, or starting at level 12, they'll start having opportunities to leave. Right now, I'm on floor 8. What floor are you? Are you on floor?
Oh dang, he jumped. Okay. I'm on. Let me see. I'm on book 5, so I think I'm on floor 6.
Okay. Yeah. So and So years ago, actually, I recommended this series to my dad because he likes lit RPG a lot, and I was like, I saw it somewhere, and I was like, you have to read this probably. I don't know. I assume you have to read it. I had not read it yet, obviously, because I'm reading it now. But and he loves it. And then I followed up with him later, and he was like, I'm just waiting for 4.9, and now I get that.
Oh,
you know?
Okay.
No, you get it too. You should get
do?
it. You should get it. You get it?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
How dare you? First
You
of
saw
all.
nothing. It's a loving relationship.
Yeah, but like
yes.
even in book
Oh my
1, they
gosh.
start mentioning it.
Yes, I recall now. But yes. Evil Space Corporation basically turns Earth into a dungeon crawling reality television series to broadcast to all of the universe.
Yep.
And it's just wild.
It's wild, but then like there are moments, and at first that was jarring for me. There were moments where I think maybe in book 1 it was just a little bit sloppier, but he got better over time. Where he would just suddenly be like, and then my dad did this in the past. Anyway, back to this. It was so jarring at first, but like now it's gotten more woven in a much better way.
Yeah.
And we've got that depth there too. And I love the discussions on like reality TV and editing and things like that, to where it's like, bro, this doesn't look like what everybody thinks it looks like.
Yeah.
And the way that they talk about these people, because they're in this TV show, they talk about them like they're not actually people. And you hear that all the time with people who are talking about reality TV people. So like, I love those aspects.
Yeah. Yeah, despite like what the story is and everything that's going in it, there's so much like that's so real about it.
Yep.
Like so much that's relatable. And so yeah, Jose and I have got to have just like so many moments of just like, damn, he's right, or just like, oh god, like oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Another aspect I really like is I like how they discuss stereotypes and how this culture comes in who doesn't know Earth, and so they come in and they just see stereotypes and they just lump them up together and they create these different things that the characters, like Carl, has to go through. They create these different like scenarios based on stereotypes, and so it's a conversation about those stereotypes too. And I think that's really good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's incredible.
Meanwhile, you also have a talking fucking cat, and that is the best.
She is everything. She is my favorite character.
She is great. Like, she is magnificent.
Queen.
Yes.
Queen.
Princess.
But also queen.
Okay, so now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Right.
What did you read this week? Other than that.
Well, the past 3 weeks.
Yes.
It has been 3 weeks since we talked about what we are currently reading. Yes, so I read so much. Oh my gosh, I have so much. Okay, first, ending November, I read.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
And completed, right? I did read this book. The Raven Scholar. You can already tell I was disappointed with this book. It was not what I thought it was going to be. It had a very different tone than I expected. The characters, I'm gonna be honest with you, I hated the characters. They were not the type of character I want to hang out with. We would not be friends. They were very, very dramatic. It felt very soap opera, and I just don't vibe with that.
Yeah, spoiler alert, I DNF'd it. I despise that book. I think that maybe if I finished it, maybe at most it would have gotten a 3. But I really hate those characters. They just don't feel like real people.
No.
They don't feel real at all.
There was so much of the book that hinged on just unbelievable elements, whether it was plot related or just character action related, or it just, so much of it felt like a soap opera. There was so much that was over the top, and so much that really did you could poke holes in it, basically, of like, this shouldn't have happened, this doesn't make sense, why is this happening, why are we here? And I couldn't get away from that the whole time. So it did manage to, if I had to like separate myself and just be like, okay, this is what it's like, that's the only way we're gonna get through this, because I didn't quite want to DNF it. So once I did just accept that's how it was, I had a better time, but that doesn't mean that I'm happy about it.
Are you going to be continuing the series?
I do not I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's so frustrating because it is set up to go in an interesting direction. But at the same time, I find the characters insufferable, and I'm still annoyed that the whole reason everything happened the way it did was because of one thing at the beginning that, like, that's not believable. So everything that happened after this inciting incident that just really didn't make sense to me. Like, this whole thing just shouldn't have happened the way it did.
And also, the first two chapters are a different perspective.
Part one, it's like 4 or 5 chapters of part one.
I'm just talking about the different perspective. The different perspective, I think, is only in the first 2 chapters. So I thought it was the person who was in the first 2 chapters as the main character, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be excellent. And then it changed to the most insufferable, annoying character. Oh my goodness. Someone who's supposed to be, I hate when it's a character who's supposed to be the smartest in the land, and then they are just dumb, and they just do a bunch of dumb things. I hate it.
Yeah.
And the tone was completely different too. So like the first 2 chapters were like a very somber, more serious tone.
Very intense.
And then it switches to this chipper.
Yeah.
I guess.
It was weird. It was not at all what we expected.
And the tone didn't match the story, I don't think.
Yeah.
So yeah. What else did you finish?
Right, yes. So besides that, I completed another underwhelming read. These are not in chronological order. Not that that matters. That's just a me thing. Anyway, another underwhelming read was The Witcher: Crossroads of Ravens. I read it because, as you can see, I own it, and I'm trying to be more intentional about actually reading the books I get via subscription, and so I gave this one a go, and I genuinely had zero idea of what to expect from this author, from this world series. Granted, like, clearly this is a new one. Prequel, like, it's... But yeah, it was not the style of story I expected, and the whole time it just felt like disjointed, and I don't know, it didn't really ever get me. The whole time I was just like, what's going, why are we here? What, like, it didn't work for me. So despite it being a prequel, like, it is a book that you can start with, I don't think it's a good one to start with because I don't want to keep reading. It didn't make me want to keep going in the universe. So that was a bummer. I cannot tell you that if you're a Witcher fan, how you would feel about this, because I sure don't know. But hopefully the other people have a better experience with it than I did. Speaking of better experiences, though, I got to read The Blackfire Blade. And I'm so happy with it. Yay! I cannot tell you just how great it felt to be back in this world. If you haven't heard me yap about this yet, The Silverblood Promise was the first, like, real fantasy book I read this year. And really just in that direction of my journey, it was the first fantasy book that I read at this stage of my life. Anyway, we're here now. So it just made me so happy to come back to this world and these characters and their hijinks and shenanigans and all the ridiculous stuff they get up to. That's my bookmark. Don't need that anymore. But yeah, it was great. They're just so ridiculous. This one, it was interesting because this one also had an incident at the beginning that was like, really, dude, that's so dumb. And now we're on this, like, entire giant side quest to fix what you did. But this time it was fun. This time it was like, while it was like, that was stupid. And yes, that happened for the plot, but everything we got out of it was way better than the experience I had over here. So I didn't mind it. I love these characters, and I love this story, and I love this world, and I love everything we got to learn in this one. This is book 2, and just the expansion of world building and knowledge and stuff that we get in this one is just, it was so beautiful and it was so great. So I was happy I was so happy.
That's awesome.
I had the best time with this. And there were so many things. I started, of course, was like theorizing as I went. I was like, oh, what about, what this, that, the other. And so when I got things right, I was like, yes! Like, it's like, were they obvious? Maybe a little, but at the same time, like, it was so fun. And
awesome.
It was awesome. So this was fantastic. If you hate it, don't tell me. Yes. Yeah, because you liked book 1.
I loved book 1.
So I think you will also love book 2. I genuinely think it was an improvement from book 1.
That's the direction.
That's the way it should go.
I would love series to go.
It should be good book 1, like good solid book 1, and then like improvement. Like, because hopefully the author has, learned and grown and developed as a human being and author and storyteller. So when you get to see that in real time, that it can be done, it feels really good.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm not throwing shade at anyone in particular, just kind of in general.
Yeah.
I also completed a book you have down there, so we can talk about it together, because I think that's the last of my completed books, because we talked about Dungeon Crawler Carl. So, The Fall by Ryan Cahill, the prequel novella, that's the word, novella, in the Bound and the Broken series. This is excellent.
It's very good.
This is excellent. Now, we did know that this was written after book 1, and as you can see, novella, teeny tiny. He definitely, there are differences in writing style between this book and book 1.
Yes.
This one, you can definitely see that he learned and improved and grew as a writer and storyteller.
So that's exciting.
So yeah, that's really great. But yes, this was beautiful. This got me so hype and excited for the series.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And I had messaged Sharilyn as I was reading it. We were talking together because we were reading it the same day, which was really fun.
I know.
We should do that more.
We should. Read. SD read.
Yes. But it was really interesting to see, in a fun way, to see nods to the Wheel of Time. And then to get to the end and it says, that he grew up reading the Wheel of Time. And so that was fun to see those little nods. Very, very classic fantasy feeling. And because of its novella-ness, it's very punchy. It gets right to the point in all of the stuff. And it's got really cool, really fun characters and dragons. We like dragons. Dragons are cool.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yes, very much enjoyed that one.
All right.
And that's the rest of your reads.
Yes. So what all have you been up to, Tabatha?
Okay, so first of all, started a fun new journey with personal curriculums. If you are on the journaling space, the educational space at all, you've probably heard of those. If not, it's exactly what it sounds like. And so started with a journaling one. I saw one girl who does a physical journal mention this book, and then I bought it blindly because she mentioned it.
As you do.
As I do. And it's Building a Second Brain. And what was interesting to me is this is all about a digital journal, and she was doing like a physical journal, and I was specifically wanting to do more of a physical journal, because I have heard many times that the act of, like, even if you don't refer back to it, the act of writing things down helps you remember things.
This is true.
And so this was all about a digital journal, which was very different, and I can see some of the arguments for it. Some of the arguments being you can find things, you can search things better. They were talking about how New York Times did a study where 76 hours, something like 76 hours of people's work year gets like eaten up just by trying to find files and stuff. And then 56% of the time they don't even find it. And I thought that was a fun little thing.
I've definitely have had many fruitless searches.
Yep, same.
Through our database, so I get that.
Yeah, and so I can see the argument there. The whole thing could be distilled down to like an article, though. This very much, despite being like more of a businessy book, it very much read self-help in the sense that it was very verbose. It gave you a lot of anecdotes, like Jill changed her life by writing down 3 things in her journal, her digital journal each day, things like that. So I didn't love it, but I got good enough information out of it, so I'm not like horribly mad about it or anything like that. Then I don't remember if I covered this in the last one or not.
I read it. You had gotten to that one yet.
Okay, I wasn't sure. It's hard to say. Mm-hmm. But volume 8 of 20th Century Boys, I did in fact finish. I'm just gonna cover this now because
we're here.
I'm just gonna cover this now because we're here. Yeah, I am a smidgen into the next volume, volume 9. But yes, I finished volume 8. We are continuing to get answers, continuing to have questions.
Love it.
All of that. I'm going to stop yapping about that book now, just because you've heard it a number of times. Then I have two other books here. I don't know which one to cover first. We'll just get this out of the way. Strength of the Few. Will of the Many, when I read it, was top notch. I really, really, really vibed with it. So much so that it was like, if we were doing content stuff, it probably would have been my book of the year that year. Like, I loved it. Mm-hmm. I loved the scenes. I loved all of the moments that we had in there. I loved the character. I loved it for being like it had a very good character journey. And I can see some of the complaints people have with book 1 and especially the Gary Stu-ness. I get that. I didn't care. He was fun. Mm-hmm. I had a fun time. This one has taken a direction that I don't love. I thought I was going to love it, and aspects of it I do. I do think the different point of views are done well. I think that they each have a distinctness to them. Mm-hmm. However, I didn't care. I stopped caring. I don't care about this character anymore. Mm-hmm. Nothing was that exciting to make me care about the character in this one, like, at all. And all of the situations were just like, I was just waiting for this book to be over by the end of it.
I feel that. I forgot to mention that I have soft DNF'd this one. I think I got halfway-ish. And I had the same experience of like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Of the 3 perspectives, one of them I was interested in, and I think that one we got the least of. And it was about to go in a direction that I was like, this sounds familiar. So then I was like, I'm less interested already. So yeah, he made some weird decisions with the writing style that I couldn't unsee. And so like, I couldn't look at the pages when I listened to it, and I couldn't unsee it. And I kept trying to find a reason for it. That like, I created a reason that could be really cool if it were true, but I don't think I was going to be right.
Something that you only see an eyeball for?
Like, it's not as noticeable audio.
Gotcha.
Because it's, because it still flows verbally.
Gotcha.
It still sounds fine, but when I actually see it in the book, I'm like, that is a weird decision. And I'm not going to tell y'all because I don't want to, I don't
want to know.
I will tell.
Okay,
they
better.
I won't ruin it for them. If they want, they can come find me on the Book Street Boys Discord and I will ruin it for them, and they can do with that what they will. But yeah, that was frustrating.
Yeah, frustrating is a good word for how I feel about this.
Yeah. So I have soft DNF'd it. I do not know if when I will get back to it because, again, I don't care either.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer. Mm-hmm. Also, as someone who loves world building, and we got a lot of that in here.
True.
I was still not interested.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I think because it moved from being so character driven to just being plot driven, like it completely had a shift there. And like the plot wasn't like that, like, we have one direction we're going and we're trying to get there, and it's just not, I don't know. Yeah. It's disappointing.
It is a disappointing read. Yeah.
Now, one that wasn't disappointing was Mapping the Interior. Yay. I had a very good time with this. So I did have a different expectation than I've already talked to Sharilyn about this.
There were some things I specifically did not say because they shouldn't be said.
Yeah,
but at the same time, in not saying them, I slightly misled Tabatha as to what to expect from the book. So she had a very different experience.
Yeah. That was different. Yeah. Obviously can't say anything about that, but
Don't expect a positive experience.
that's, I think, yes. I think that's safe.
Yes. I
'Cause
think I made it sound a little more heartwarming and fuzzy.
Yes.
Than
It's not.
It's not.
It is not heartwarming and fuzzy.
Yeah.
In fact, that is what I expected. I'm not mad at it for not being heartwarming and fuzzy. I just expected heartwarming and fuzzy, and no.
Yeah, that's my bad.
No.
It's not. Like, yeah. What the character goes through is it's still good for him, sort of deal. Like, I still like felt and like baby boy. But yeah, the I can't say many words. I can't
Yeah.
words. Words are hard. But yeah. My bad. Sorry, friend.
I still very much enjoyed it. I was waiting for it to take a shift because of that. I was waiting for it to be like, okay, we're wrong about things. And actually, happy things. No.
There aren't happy things. Yeah.
Nope, there are not. So, yes, that is that. The ending
Is crazy. Like, wow. Yeah. She had to remind me of the ending, and I was like, oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't have set her up more wrong for
Yeah,
for this
no,
book.
nope. Nope.
That's on me. I take that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did still enjoy the book.
Right, yeah. Yes.
I think it's a great book. I think you're right that it's a good first Stephen Graham Jones book, or you have a few that you've said are good first ones. And the writing is good. The story is good. Just don't expect happiness and you'll be good.
I'm glad you still think it's good, despite
Yeah.
having had the wrong expectation from your best friend.
Yeah. Cool. So that's everything we've read. What are you currently reading? Oh, I see some familiar things. Let me grab.
Let's see. I'll start with this one because you're not also reading it. Okay, so I know everything I just said about the strength of the few and how I had issues and problems and whatnot. And so naturally, Revi wants to interrupt me. So here she is. Ma'am, what do you have to say about this book? She hated it. Okay. Well, that's all for now. But okay, so no, I literally just talked about So naturally, my gut instinct here was to begin the other series by the same author. And it is incredible. Yay. Oh my gosh, I cannot say enough about this book. It's insane. This is so good. This is everything I didn't know I wanted, which I have said a few times on this channel, but you know what? It's true, okay? The everything. There's a lot I can't say because the point of it is all the things you find out along the way, but the layers this man weaves together. I am about 2/3 through right now.
Okay.
In it, the pacing is so perfect. Like, man does not waste any time. He said, I have a story to tell you. Buckle up. We're going. And it's phenomenal. I love it. Yes. So I really don't even know what to tell you about this book. Classic fantasy. Very, very much. We have multiple points of view. So lots of storylines. And yeah, just there is a war coming. Yeah, it's got a lot of politics in it, conspiracies, and so much. There, like, what?
Question.
Yes.
So everyone says, and I mean everyone that I've ever heard in my life, says to immediately jump into book 2 so you don't lose details. Will you be doing that?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. This is a binge-worthy series right here. I have not been able to stop thinking about it. Like, if I'm not reading it, I'm upset because I want more.
Good.
So he definitely so far, like, he has definitely set me up to just keep wanting the story. So yeah, there's no way I don't keep reading. Now, we know me. and how I don't really binge series. However, I seem to be turning over a new leaf because Dungeon Crawler Carl worked out for me. This one also, Jose has already read and like cannot stop raving about. And so now that I'm finally reading it, we get to talk about it and it's so much fun. It makes me so happy. Granted, he, you know, knows everything and I'm over here like, oh, this, oh, that, oh, like that, the amount of everything he has done here, like something will happen and then we'll be like, okay, we have this new knowledge, this new this thing. Okay, you start to settle in and then like, oh, there's a new one. Like he just keeps going. He does not pull his punches. It is packed. And the pacing is perfect for me. Like we are moving, grooving people. It just, everything is perfect. That might be all I have to say. Was there anything else I wanted to say? Just chef's kiss. I can already tell it's going to be 5 stars.
Excellent.
And yeah. Excellent indeed. Now, these next couple of books that I am currently reading, Bestie is also currently reading. So which one do you want to start with? Probably this
Let's start with that one.
Because you'll go into, yes. Okay. So, Of Blood and Fire. I know titles. I just don't always remember them.
You are the title expert.
I am the title queen.
Actually, you kind of are. On this channel, you are, because I never say a title, so.
That is facts, actually. I forgot about that. So, as you saw, we read The Fall. We loved The Fall. We're now working on the bound and broken book 1 of Blood and Fire.
We are indeed.
At least I got all the words out. At least I said them.
That is true.
All right, so I am, I think this is about 25% into the book right now.
I am about 15% into the book right now.
Okay, so we're nearby each other. You can definitely tell that this was his first debut novel. You can tell that there was growth between this and The Fall.
Yes.
So this one, you know, we have to go back in time to experience on his writing journey. So there are some things that have been difficult writing style wise. So, you know, we are working through them. The story so far is new to me because I have not read the things that it's similar to. So writing style aside, I'm doing all right.
Good.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem I have is writing style, for sure. For sure, it's writing style. Because I don't care necessarily that it's literally just malice again. The thing is, it feels, because it's the exact same story so far, it feels like bad fan fiction because of the writing. So I'm hoping, and we did see it with The Fall, but that's also a novella, so I know people cut more, they're more brutal with their writing in a novella. So I'm hoping even over the main books, it improves over time. Because, yeah, I am not vibing with the writing basically at all. Just one small example that comes off the top of my head is he mentions wiping sweat off of his brow that has condensed. And like, it's just so many extra words that we don't need. Sweat is already, it is liquid. You are wiping off sweat. You're done. You don't need to say that it had condensed and pooled on his forehead or anything like that. So it feels very new in that sense. And by new, I mean beginner. It feels very beginner in that sense. And the dialogue, it's not the greatest dialogue. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like egregious or anything. It's just the rest of it. It's the details that are just unnecessarily added. It's the clunkiness of the writing. It's very clunky right now. So hopefully that does get better. The story is definitely fine so far. He is just like a kid and going to do some trials and stuff. And so that's
classic fantasy beginning.
Yep. And I do not mind that. I know that there's like a thing that like all Wheel of Time people hate this. But Wheel of Time even starts as just Lord of the Rings, but it still has really good quality. So like, that's where the difference is. And hopefully seeing that improve over books, that part will go away. So yes, and then we will have dragons. It is a book and we will continue reading it. I am going to switch to audio because I don't care as much about I don't care as much about these kind of things when I'm not eyeball reading. Eyeball reading makes me focus on each individual word. And so when it tells me that the sweat has condensed, I see that. When I'm listening to it, I don't care as much.
Yeah.
So I'm sure this will be just fine in audio form. And what are you reading next?
The next book I'm reading, let me tell you the story of how I came to acquire this book. So as Tabatha mentioned previously, personal curriculums. We had a whole group discussion in our bestie text group. And granted, this happened when I was on vacation, and so I just wasn't really on my phone. And so
which is fair, you know?
The rest of my besties had this whole group chat around a thing, and when I came back to it, I was like,
girl, what?
What? So anyway, they developed personal curriculums. And when I went to the bookstore with them this past week, they were already in the middle of a whole discussion, and I just walked up like, hey friends, and they're like, we're going to Rome, basically. And I was like, hold the phone. What is going on? And they're like, you need all these books. Like, we're reading this and it's phenomenal. And like, I've purchased 15 books. And I'm like, I just got here. And also I'm hungry. But we did end up staying at the bookstore for quite a long amount of time.
Yes.
In the history aisle.
History and philosophy.
History and philosophy. And so the book that the besties
I want to
already began.
So to add to this, to add another layer. So while she was out of town, we do a weekly girls' night, and we did it anyway. And we went to Barnes & Noble. We went to the
did it anyway.
We went to the fancy one, the really nice one. Sorry,
yes.
We'll go back with you.
You went to the giant Barnes & Noble nearby.
Yes. And it was great. We were like manic in the freaking history section.
This does not surprise me
and this poor Barnes and Noble lady came by and she was like, are you guys okay? And we were like
like losing your mind.
And she was like, do you need any help? And we were like, mentally, yes.
That's the one.
And so what we did was we did a spinner wheel. So
yes!
we were each doing separate ones.
This is very important.
We were doing separate ones. So my separate one we'll get into in a minute. My separate course is a different one. And then we decided we wanted to do one like together. And so each of us picked 3 different historical events or historical places that we wanted to learn more about. So like, one of our friends picked like the Salem witch trials and a few other things. And then the one we ended up landing on was Egypt. There was only one Egypt book that had 3 copies. What was it, Sharilyn?
It was Alexandria, the city that changed the world, by Islam Isa.
Yes.
And so naturally the besties jumped into this book full send while I was gone. And so when I returned and they said, you're getting this book, and I said, hold the phone. And then they walked me through everything and I was like, I mean, that does sound cool. I can be so stubborn, especially when I'm hungry. I was hungry. I just need to preface that I'm normally a little more amenable to things when I'm less hungry. So anyway, they had to talk me into it.
And caffeinated.
And yes. Yeah, it was the end of the workday.
Especially when you're like extra caffeinated. Then we ball.
Oh my gosh. Then we're manic. So I was not manic. They were manic. They had to get me on their level. And so I came to hold Alexandria. And it is really pretty. Look at this. Hide your shame. Beautiful cover. 10 of 10. Lovely. Lovely artwork. Lovely coloring. I do vibe with this cover very much. Gorgeous. And I know they say not to judge a book by its cover, but the cover marketing, that's a big deal. Okay, this, beautiful.
Facts.
I said yes.
She said yes to the dress.
I'd wear it. Anyway, that's a weird thing to say. But no, okay, so now I have begun Alexandria.
Are you immersion reading it or physical reading it?
No, I am eyeball reading it. Yes, I have. Since I am listening to this one, and I've done so many audiobooks lately that I really wanted the eyeball experience. And actually I've been reading it aloud to myself and to my dogs. And it's just...
They're learning so much.
They are so confused. They're like, why is the cat such a big deal? What's that about?
Yes.
But yeah, so I'm only a couple chapters in. I think I'm I'm presently on chapter 2. There's a really good preface, and then there's chapter 1, and I'm on chapter 2. But it's really nice.
It's so nice.
I haven't read nonfiction in a long time. Mm-hmm. And
it's very
certainly
narrative.
It's very narrative. And I certainly haven't read anything historical in I don't know how long. So it is, I'm very happy they convinced me to do this. How far are you?
I am on chapter 4, I think.
Okay,
Like,
cool.
yeah.
Nice.
So,
Sweet.
Chapter 2 is excellent, though, so you will enjoy chapter 2.
Yes.
That is all about Alexander.
Mm-hmm. Was there a plan to be reading one chapter a day or so, and then we come together on our girls' night to discuss? Yes. We'll see how far we are in a few days by the next girls' night, because I'm starting out behind and she's still behind.
I am. Yeah. One of our friends is on chapter 9, and they're like, I'm leaving for like 3 days, and
oh, good.
So I'm gonna get behind. And we were like, no, thank you. No, you stay away. Actually.
Give me a chance. But yeah, it's just so lovely. And we were talking in the bookstore about how with something like this, like even if you are at different spots in the book and you're talking about whatever's coming up, like it doesn't feel like spoiling a book.
Because it's history.
It's history. It already happened. Like it's not, like finding out about it is spoiled. But like it's still interesting to learn about.
Yep.
Because there's always going to be more.
Yeah.
And maybe what jumps out to me doesn't jump out to you. And so we get to share that back and forth.
Yeah, that's fun. So
yeah, it's really cool to be able to, we were in line for me to purchase this book, and our other friend was telling me some of the interesting things she already learned in here, which I think I'm about to get to in this chapter. But yeah, she was sharing that with me, and I was like, that's insane.
And now you're going to know why we want to read an Alexander the Great book.
Yep. So it's, really awesome. Definitely recommend doing a little personal curriculum.
And if you're just an audiobook person too, I am switching to eyeball read actually, because I just was pausing so much to like jot things down and whatever.
Oh yeah.
And highlight. And I was like, I might as well just physically read this because I'm also just like rereading it anyway as I go. But the audiobook is narrated by the author, so that's cool. If you're and then he is also from Alexandria.
Yes.
So
he is a local
inside
guide.
Scoop.
Yes.
It's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. I think that touches all of the books I have touched.
Sweet.
What else do you have going on? What's that?
I have one more, and it's from my other course. And this, we'll get in. No, I'll just say why. So, spoiler alert to.
I love that you said all of that down here.
I did. We're keeping it. Whatever. You're getting the real deal today. Spoiler alert. So this whole personal curriculum actually came about because of The Last Duel. Because Scott and I watched The Last Duel, and it is magnificent. I'll get into more later, but it's set in medieval France. And so I was like, I want to learn more about the medieval times. And I was like thinking about what I would want to learn. And so I decided medieval. And so I grabbed A Distant Mirror, which is all about the 14th century. And I am also not far at all in this because I did too much. I decided too much all at once.
As we do.
Yes, but it's so fascinating. It's so well written. It is not quite as narrative because we haven't gotten to there is going to be, she mentions in the introduction that there's going to be a main person that she's going to view the lens from.
Okay.
But she's got to do a lot of setup first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the whole reason, she mentions this in the introduction, the whole reason she wanted to write this book and to explore this history is to see how the Black Plague affected the medieval times. And then she realized it was so much that it couldn't be separated. So she's just mostly just looking at that as an effect, but also like other aspects had an effect on it. So like it wasn't just the Black Plague that affected all of this, but it's super cool to see those hints already because like the Black Plague and medieval history were the basically only history aspects that I enjoyed as a kid. But yeah, it's super cool. And one other like really fun, that's actually not fun, thing that interesting, that's the word. Oh, there we go. The one really, really, really cool aspect that I have already gotten was that she mentions it's going to seem like a disproportionate survival of the bad side, and how like all of this stuff is going to seem like it's really deep, dark, and depressing, and like it was horrible. And when you look at a lot of history from the past, it's gonna look horrible. But that's because normal does not make news. History is made by the documents that survive, and these lean heavily on crisis and calamity, crime and misbehavior, because such things are the subject matter of documentary processes, lawsuits, treaties, literary satire. She mentions a ton of other things.
That's a really good point.
Right? I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that's a very good point.
Yeah. That makes so much sense.
Right?
That so much of human history, so much of what we see is all the bad stuff. Like, you think of medieval times or the Dark Ages and you go dark. It's like, no, like, it's still humankind. Like, right now we have the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like, we have the highs and the lows. And so, like, not everyone was miserable and somber and depressed until now.
Yeah.
Like, why would that be?
Yeah.
That is something. There was, I think it was the At Home by Bill Bryson that I read. I read it for school in college, and then I ended up reading it with my family because I loved it so much. Mm-hmm. And there was something about like infant mortality, child mortality, and parents, and he pointed out how it is so often made to look like parents didn't care about their kids in history. Mm-hmm. And he's like, that's just not it. That's not true. Because again, humankind, it's not like we've changed drastically as a species in like our, especially relationally and socially. It's like we only see certain elements, especially with like mortality rates as they were. It's easy to assume that parents would have a kind of distance from their children. Yeah. And then there are elements of what we've seen that children like weren't treated like humans until they reached a certain age, or like until they were adults. And yeah, it's unreasonable to assume a whole view from a piece of the view.
Yeah, and she mentions that too. She'll be like, oh, you'll see in like some medieval documents, the peasants were eating this, and then another one, you'll see that they were eating this. It's not that one of them is lying. It's that people do different things in different areas. Mm-hmm. And different families, even in the same area, will do different things. So, yeah, it's so good. So good.
Look at us.
Look at us, knowledgeable queens.
That's what y'all came here for today.
Yep.
Well, speaking of DVDs, I guess. Blu-ray, so that's all the books. Yes. What you been watching, Tabatha?
So, Scott may have done something. So, Scott decided to buy so many 4K things. A lot of 4K things. So, we've started watching some 4K things.
Movies?
Yes.
Things.
We have now watched Sherlock. I've watched the first one for sure. I don't think I've watched the second one before.
I don't think I have either.
Very good, actually.
Yeah.
I don't ever, I would not have expected the sequel to be good, just because they usually are not good.
But it was actually like, it
was actually like really good.
Okay.
Like maybe even better than the first one. It was legit.
Wow.
It was legit. It had, him. I don't know his name.
An actor.
Hide your face. This guy. He is also in The Expanse.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So he was playing Moriarty. So Moriarty is in this one, where he wasn't. It was just like a random villain in the first one.
I definitely thought he was in this one, but he's not.
He's in the second one.
Have you seen the second one?
Have you only seen the second one?
What have I seen? The one that ends with him like jumping off a balcony.
That's the second one.
I've only seen the second one.
That's weird. I mean, it's Sherlock. It's not like that crazy to miss the first one, but like there are definitely jokes that are set up in movie one that have payoff in.
It was like a movie night with like a group of friends, so I half paid attention anyway as it was. But okay. Apparently, I've only seen the second one.
That's real weird. That's real weird.
Good for me.
The Last Duel, as previously mentioned. This is incredible. Like, if you haven't watched this, please watch it.
Okay.
Cool. Do you have a 4K player at home?
Yeah. I mean, PlayStation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. I can actually borrow these.
You can. This is real, girl. The framing is incredible. So this is a true story, and I actually bought the book that this is.
Oh,
this is
yes,
from.
you did.
It's based on a history book.
Hey.
So I have the history book now.
Fits.
And it's
What
about.
is the history book? Is it over there?
It's yeah, it is. It is over there. It's called The Last Duel. It's right next to Powers and Thrones. Yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it looks like a romantic-y cover actually.
It does. It made me think of. I can picture it. I don't know if it's a tea kingfisher. It reminds me of something.
Yes, I can see what you mean. But yeah, so I got the book because and it's short, so that'll be like my next history book that I read after the other medieval book. But yeah, it's based on the chonk. The gripping true story of the duel to end all duels in medieval France that pits a knight against a squire accused of violating the knight's beautiful young wife.
This sounds familiar. I may have heard of this.
Maybe.
Yeah, especially the based on a true story. I was like, wait, that does.
It's
Starting
really,
to come back.
really well done.
I don't think I've seen it.
Incredibly done movie.
She looks familiar.
Yeah. She played something, obviously. She played something in something, I don't know. But yes,
Yeah.
you
Cool.
are welcome to borrow it.
Jodie. Matt Damon looking rough.
Yep.
Adam Driver.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck. Huh. Everyone looks like it's medieval times. It's like they're having a hard time. What are those helmets? Anyway, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, and this was when Scott brought it up to me, and now I'm gonna ruin it for you if you didn't already notice it. But every like European foreign movie has British. Oh yeah, we talked about this in Cheesecake Factory.
Yes.
And
they all have
I knew British accents.
Yes. Regardless of where something is set, if it's like where in Europe it's set. If it's in Europe, they get British accents.
Yep. And there was even one, we were watching something not here. We were watching something else. I don't remember what we were watching, so that's not here. Whoops. Oh, we were watching literally we didn't finish it, so I didn't bring it down here. But we were watching the first episode of Chernobyl again, because we've watched the first season before. And even they have British accents. And that is like fully Ukraine.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't think that. I mean,
at least in the first, we only rewatched the first like 10 minutes, and they had some British.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
Oh, and that guy, in the Moriarty guy is also in Chernobyl.
Oh.
So.
And The Expanse. He's all over the place.
Yep.
Actors.
So next we have Interstellar. Yeah, I cried like a freaking baby watching this movie.
I have not seen it.
I basically knew the ending because the ending was it's a very well known ending. It's in GIFs as well.
Oh, okay.
You can see aspects of it. So I did have the ending spoiled, and so did Scott. So we were just like waiting to see how it happened. But it was also like a crazy journey to get there. It was so beautiful. There was only like one like weird Anne Hathaway scene where she
I forgot she's in that movie.
Yeah. Huh. She has like a weird monologue that gets payoff later. But that was that jarred me a little bit. But other than that, like incredible 10 out of 10. Like this was excellent. So at least, of the movies that he bought some good ones.
Good for him.
He also was like all sweet and stuff, and he was like, I just want to hang out with you. So let's watch Pride and Prejudice.
Adorable.
So we watched Pride and Prejudice. Me for like the who knows how many time. And
I saw what's next. I got excited. Pride and Prejudice is fine too, but like
we didn't get farther than where I last
don't worry
updated.
about it.
Okay. You're just excited. Yes. But yeah, he enjoyed it too. I obviously enjoyed it. I've watched it, I don't even know how many times.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've watched a lot.
Oh.
It's very good. Very, very good. I like, if you give me Keira Knightley in a Regency film, like, I will eat it up. Have you watched The Duchess?
No.
And then, last but certainly not least, I did watch the first 2 episodes of Arcane, and wow, Scott said it earlier today. He was like, it's almost distractingly good because it's like every frame like there's the motto of like every frame is art. Every frame of painting.
Every frame is art.
And it is. Like you
so
could
beautiful.
pause at any point, and the way that they have the characters set up, the way that they have the background, the lighting, everything, it is art.
It's beautiful.
It is stunning. Gorgeous. Give me 10 more. But I'm watching this with Scott, so we are on Scott's timeline, so I don't know when
Hurry up, Scott!
So I have no idea when we'll actually finish this, but yeah, it is amazing so far.
It's beautiful.
The only thing is, I have a vendetta. I have an absolute vendetta against Imagine Dragons. And they have the freaking song.
The best
Awful.
title
Awful.
opener.
Awful.
I don't know what your problem is.
0 out of 10.
It's
negative 10 out of 10.
It's incredible. It's everything. It's so good. What do you think of the Imagine Dragons opening?
Imagine Dragons.
Why are y'all like this? It's fine. We can agree to disagree.
That is the one downside. And so I will
Okay, well, if that's the only thing you have beef with,
that is the only thing I have beef with.
the
Legit.
show
The only thing I have
is
beef
phenomenal.
with. The show, great.
Beautiful.
And I am so excited to see everything coming.
Yes.
Just
So yeah,
Does
you can just
season
skip
2
the intro each
does season
time.
2 have a different intro? 'Cause sometimes they do that. And in
I
this
remember
case,
the
I really
animation is different. I can't remember if the song is. I think it is.
Okay.
I would have to check. Someone else, if you find out before I do, because I'll forget after we turn the camera off.
Let's show them the beautiful steelbook.
pretty.
It's so cool. Yay.
I have a Jinx sticker. Jinx.
Oh, yep.
She's dressed for a rave. And she's beautiful and lovely. And
Cute.
anyway, you don't know why I love her. It's fine. You can know that I love her. She's literally on the cover.
One, I already did know that you love her. So spoiler
I don't know
alert
why I'm suddenly
already.
like, oh,
Suddenly you're like,
look
I'm not
out.
gonna.
Because she's beautiful and amazing. That's why. And like, just wait. Just you wait.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
It's not the first time you've sung that. What is that?
It's from Hamilton.
Good. Nice. Love that.
That is another one I've watched a lot of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, lots. Scott. Okay, that is also Scott's fault. So it came out. It came out temporarily on Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah.
And then we proceeded to watch it like 4 times in a week. And then we have watched it probably like 3 or 4 times since. So a number of times.
Why did he want it to watch it so much?
Well, we watched it together. We watched it with my parents. We watched it with his mom. We also watched it again. The soundtrack's great.
It is.
It's a bop.
Yeah.
And it's good. Oh yeah. Have you read?
What?
Have you watched?
It was a lot closer than I thought it was gonna be. It's just creepy. It's so creepy. What were you?
Have you watched anything?
So creeped out right now. Yeah, I can feel it. She, as you can see, got this monstrosity and brought it into our home.
Thanks, Mom.
Mom, why? You turned it toward me. It's looking at me. No, I don't even know if I've watched. No, I haven't watched anything besides football, and I don't remember what happened with football. Was it good? No, actually the Rams lost a game that they should have won. They just weren't being smart. It's focused on that.
As it should be.
I am terrified. This book lives with us now. I don't live here, but it's gonna follow me home. Anyway, no, I haven't watched anything.
All right, well.
That genuinely freaked me out. I just wasn't. I thought I was ready and I wasn't.
Well, let us know what you guys have been up to this week. And if you're not feeling chatty, leave us
a green emoji. Why not?
All right, sounds good.
Well, that's all for now, folks. I don't know why I always do this.
You do that.
That's what I got. I know the tale continues next week. Why? Okay.
Our scrolls are sealed for now.
That's the line. Our scrolls are sealed for now, but the tale continues next week. Until then, read bravely, binge boldly. Don't forget your holy water. Jesus Christ. Jesus, no!